I want you to do your own case study right now. All right? When we sit with this day in, day out, if you were to pull your phone right now and take a photo of this QR code, you go straight into the software. And what happens now is this. Don't want you to fall off your chair. I just want you to become present. Once you have this software, you can share it with your accountant, you share it with your financial planner, share it with your spouse. But now you get to have a look, and we're going to do it together, right? So what I want you to do right now is to pull your phone, right? And take a photo of this. And if you want to go on your computer, just copy the link and put in your browser. Copy the link below, right? And go on your browser, okay? Thank you so much. Some of you already arriving. Great. We're going to do it together, all right? We're going to do it together. I'm going to change here my share screen, and I'm going to help you to build this. So the whole thing here is to minimize your tax legally, how to build a portfolio. So what happens now is you are present to what is possible for you. So I just want to move this up here, and now I am going to go here. Can you guys see? All I'm going to do right now is do this. I'm going to walk this with you. Watch, I'm going to copy the link for the software right now. Copy it. Okay, we're doing it together. If you're on your phone, right? If you're on your phone, just come in with me. And all we're doing is we're putting the link onto the browser. Nathan is writing me a note. Just let me check a moment here what he wants to tell me. So we're doing this. Oh, the link is on the chat box. Oh, great. My data guy says, Jules, you're taking the long way out. Okay, guys, the link is in the chat box. So if you just copy the link, right, on your chat box and then go in. And basically what you're going to happen right now is this. We work with accountants, financial planners across Australia through this software. Once you have it, there's no longer not knowing. So now let's just put your name in there. Okay. Email address. And I'm going to take you through, and we're going to do this together. Okay. Go in. Boom. You're in now in the software. Okay. Press OK, and off we go. So now what we're going to do is do this. Your numbers have no feelings. You do. So we're going to put this together in. How old are you? Just put your age in there. What's going to happen right now is this. You're going to have a state-of-the-art AI. It's comparing your numbers with everything that is possible, right? And then away we go. Guys, this is what I live my life for. This moment is the moment that counts. This is the conversation. I envisage you now having this conversation with your partner, having this conversation with your kids. So let's just do this together so you see what's possible. So let's just say the age is 46. What is your household income right now? So husband-wife team, all right? So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to put it in here, $358,000, okay? According to two incomes. If yours is more or less, just what is the combined income on your household? How much do you have saved right now? So I am just going to put it here for the software, 100,000. You know what? I'm just going to make it a little less and say it's 78,000 for argument's sake. Some people have 200, some people have 50, some people got none. Whatever your number is, put your number right there. How much have you got in super right now? So I'm just going to say right now, again, for superannuation, I'm going to put $180,000 in super, okay? In shares, how much have you got in shares? 20 grand. Now, guys, I notice now some of you are coming in. Very cool. There is already around half of you that have not come into the software. The link is in the chat box. Do not let this moment go by. Do not let this moment pass you. Because you are here, you have access. Later is difficult to give you access to this. I want you to play with the software, and please call your accountant. It's the end of the financial year. Call your This is the moment where all your inefficiencies get visible. We are taking the blood pressure out of your financial system, right? So, personal debt, okay, outside of your home. So this is if you owe money on a car, or you have any personal debt on furniture or whatever. I'm just going to put it here, $30,000. Now, are you single or are you married de facto, right? Just click it in there. So the software already starts to plug in the financial calculators underneath and so on and so forth. How much can you save a week? This is how much you could actually put towards your future. I'm just saying $500 now, right? Nathan, how many people have we got using the software?
35.
How many?
35.
35 people. Guys, I want to take this to 70 people. Do not sit. This is not the moment for you not to know, right? It is important of thinking about your numbers. It is really important that you know about your numbers. No more hypnosis. I really want you to have this conversation with your accountant tomorrow. Sunday, yeah, it is important. Don't muck around, right? There's no more not knowing. Get your spouse. If your spouse in the kitchen now, get the spouse in. Let's have a look at this. So how many years until you retire? So I'm going to put a 20 here for argument's sake, and I'm going to show you now how powerful this tool really is. How much do you want to retire on? Do you know, let's not be vague. Let's not be vague. Everything being equal, if you want 300 grand, how much would you like coming in out of your investments once, okay, your kids are at their own lives? They're no longer here. It is the end of the financial year, guys. This is it. If you're not going to know it now, your inefficiency, I'll tell you now, it's the next 12 months worth of pain, exactly the same pain, and you're going to be working for 5 months of the year for the ATO. That's it. And you're going to have no debt reduction, none. Not only I want you to become present, who else do you know that is not present? So how much do you want to retire on? Well, if I'm right now on 350 and I still have a mortgage and still have kids, let's just say that in 20 years, my kids are gone, my mortgage is paid for, and I would like a net income of $200,000. Okay? So you put that in there. Now, here comes the biggest one. What's the value of your home? If you don't have a home, it doesn't matter. It's okay. But if you do have a home, I'm going to put here now the value of the house. Okay, so we've been talking to lots of doctors in Adelaide, Perth, and Sydney. So the value of the homes are changing significantly. So a couple of doctors that we saw in Adelaide recently, the value of the house is just shy of 2 mil, and the debt against the house is around $1 million. So I'm just going to put that in there. Now I want you to put in your own numbers, okay? Now, do you have a property investment? Do you already have? So what I want you to do, I already have 3 or 4, I have none, I have 2. So let's just say you have 2 property investments. One is worth 300. Now let's just say one is worth 400 and the other one is worth 600. Then you put in $1 million, okay? So right now, guys, I have got 83 people in the meeting. 43 people have come into the software and only 22 are doing the numbers. It's up to you. It's up to you because Dominic is coming. And what's going to happen now is this. If you do not know your numbers, when Dominic comes, your listening will be vague. I want us to be precise about this. So all you're going to do is go to the chat box, look at the link, and fill it up so you know. Right? So here we go. Let's just say my total property portfolio is $600,000. I got a property there worth $600,000. And let's just say I owe $300,000 on that property. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save. Well, the software doesn't know that you are you. It's just doing all sorts of sums, comparing all sorts of numbers at 4,000 people using the software right now, Australia-wide. There is over 100 accountants working with the clients to bring this kind of conversation at play, right? So it's just calculating all of this pieces and just bringing it together now. And I just want to show you a few things. Just a couple of more moments. There you go. Off it went. All right. It's calculated the whole thing. Now, let's have a look at my sample together. I want you to have your own sample right now. This is my life. The software has a strategy, okay? Has a formula here. No one is trying to put anything on you. So the software is operating as if you have property, it's performing at 5%. Money in the bank is 1%. Money in super 5%, funds 5%. This is open. You can actually change these things. It's already looking at interest rates at 6.5%. Okay, got it. So now, if this numbers I put in is you know that at retirement, you'll be worth 3.6 million. And if you were to pull, watch this, right there, $200,000 will be worth $455 in 20 years. So you need to pull from your investment $455,000 to buy what $200,000 buys tonight. And you'd run out of money in 8 years. That's getting present. Now, if I press this button here called Possible Now, I already know now that if this was your numbers, you would know, and this is the conversation you must have with your accountant. You must have it not this year, every year. Particularly, if this is this, I want you to start noticing this number now. This is how much this person is burning every week. 3,196 a year. Sorry, forgive me, per week, not a year. On opportunity cost. What are you talking about, Julio? Every week you don't do anything. That's how much of your wealth you're burning. What? Well, what this is showing here is this person can buy one property investment right now. And now it's comparing their lives if they did not do it, which is as is. So with this software, you'll be able to create your timeline and know exactly what's going to happen to you if you don't do anything. If you came here now and then you pressed Possible Now, you already know you can do one investment. And if you press here Quick Analysis, all right, you start to notice now that at 6.5%, a $650,000 property would cost you $74 a week. See, there is no mystery. There is no conversation. And you start to look at your personal debt, your investment debt. I'm not going to wait for you to ask me, what if interest rates go up? I'm already taking it from 6.5 to 7.5. So there is nothing that you will not know. Base case scenario. If I now come back here and I show you a property analysis here, check this out. If we are buying a $650,000 property and we're saying the rent per week is $540 and that property is empty 3 weeks every year, we are basically being very, very conservative. That is the analysis on that existing property investment. Have a look at what happens the next property investment coming down. Each partner would pick up $6,000 back from the ATO, $6,200, a total of $12,500 a year straight into the mortgage. We've been doing this for 30 years. I want the conversation tonight to matter. I want you to know how you're doing. I want you to know how you're doing. I want you to know how you're doing. So go to the chat box now. Get your numbers in there. Let me show you now all the graphs put together, okay? what the software will do is immediately show you what's the impact of you having a strategy and you not having one. You would be able to sit right now and actually know this is the results as is. You do nothing. This is the results like, oh yeah, I was thinking about it and I did a little bit. And this is the results of that. I showed it to you, the system where you're driving your personal debt down, you're driving the property investments down. This is systematic as systematic can be. And these are the conversations you guys are not having. These are the conversations you're not having. The software doesn't know that you are you. Software is just looking at the inefficiencies. And I want to show you the difference here is between 3.6 million if you do nothing and 7.185 if this was your numbers. And what I really want to take you through now, as far as this conversation is concerned, is this one number. What is your burn factor? How much are you wasting? I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from some of you because you see the burn factor is the software working, your numbers, integrated and telling you straight. Every week you don't do anything, you don't have a strategy. That's how much you're burning. So now imagine a conversation called Medigrow where the medical fraternity, let me go somewhere else, with AI coming down the line, the amount of opportunity in the medical space is infinitum. It's infinitum. All we want to do is to get the medical profession ready, financially, business-wise, getting ready. I want to go back to the presentation, and given all our experiences, this is what normally happens. People come here, and then they call us the following week. Oh, what about this? Can we have a one-to-one? Can we have this? That's why Sam was on the call before. For the people done the financial wealth check, Lillian is going to send you a summary of another video that I did training for other accountants. You receive it from us next Thursday. All of you are going to receive an event. Depending on the volume of inquiry coming through, the team can send it earlier. I want you to have better conversations, guys. I've been doing this for 30 years and no more not knowing. So all of you that fill out the financial wealth check, thank you. And let's have better conversations, right? This is it. Please take a photo of this. We're talking to the best entrepreneurs, medical entrepreneurs in Australia. We're bringing our conferences to the next level. I want you to have this as basic line. Basically, the software is AI'd. So if you don't remember how much the house was to build the house, how much it cost to build the house, just doing an estimation for now, that will suffice. There's a big question about waiting for a while for prices and just buying 2024. It is our prediction right now that the markets have normalized. Supply is going to be definitely shorter than demand. Yes, lots and lots of people now, their mortgages, their fixed rates are coming off and they're going to have to pay more. But when banks lend money in the beginning, they already budget for 2 to 3% higher before they lend you the money. So there's a lot of people that will indeed have to spend more of that money in paying their mortgage down rather than life itself. Yeah, it's going to get tight, right? But as I said to you before, the demand for houses is way greater. You will get zero advantage by waiting. I've been in this game for 30 years. I've seen this rodeo many times before. All I want to say to you right now is this. If you can afford to move, then move. If you can't afford to move, then you gotta get your position to at least be there where you could choose to move if you wanted to. So that's what the analysis is all about. I couldn't care less from a personal point of view if Doctor number 1 or Doctor 32 buys this year, next year, from a statistics point of view. But if you are inside of Medigrow, I care that no more inefficiency. If you are here today, no more inefficiency. So we're not trying to push this or push that. All I want you to do is to transform your inefficiencies into possibilities and then act on it. And very happy. Now, guys, I'm got a few more slides to cover. Then I'm going to bring Dominic. Dominic, it is an honor to have you here, sir. It is such a incredible conversation you and I have had for the last decade in terms of helping people. Guys, let me just show you what Medigrow is all about. This is the last dinner we had. Everybody here is a doctor, and we run, it is open community. It is very difficult because most of us are time poor, extremely time poor. So what we want to do is for intelligence to actually flow. So we have incredible conferences, we have incredible dinners, we have go away. And what we do is we talk about it. So if you think about a mandate, stage number 1 is get you out of inefficiencies.
We've been doing this for 30 years, as I said.
You're dealing with people in your life that
and then
really,
when we pull the dinners together,
okay,
right?
We start talking about what's possible.
Natan is telling me that there is a video.
This is the result
of what we do.
Just
All right,
please
let me just play this video
really
here.
present with me right
As
now.
was coming back together talking
Hamid
about
and
our
Rita,
conference.
brand new Australians. They've been in Australia for less than 10 years. They came, husband-wife team, they're both doctors, okay? And here are some of the conversations that I want you to understand. These guys are putting together the chain reaction we talked about. So now you start to look at the growth. These are the results of just a few strategies. And this is the piece, is that if you want to share your own journey, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. The point I want to make is this. $32,000 per annum off their mortgage at cash flow positive per week.
So guys,
86
we've been
bucks.
doing this
So
for
before
30 years,
Rita
as I said,
and Hamid were
and
my
there's
clients,
nothing we
they
haven't
only had a
seen.
mortgage.
And then when we pull the dinners
After they become
together,
clients, you can actually see it.
right? And we start
2019,
talking about
2020,
what's possible for
2021.
people.
Nothing is rushed.
This is
This is
the
the positioning
positioning of what we do.
So
just
we
please
have a property
get
now in New South
really
Wales, a
present
property
with me
now in
right now.
Queensland, a property now in
Hamid
Victoria.
and Rita.
So we
Brand
can
new
take care of
Australians.
this
They've been in
conversation
Australia
called
for
land
less
tax.
than 10 years.
Expanding the
They came
portfolio
husband,
across
wife
different
team, they're
states.
both doctors.
So land
Okay.
tax doesn't get triggered soon.
And here
Right.
are some
And
of
what I
the
want you to
conversations
know
that
is
I want you
that
to
after their
understand.
accountant
These
comes to
guys
play,
are putting
$32,000
together this
comes
chain
back to
reaction
them
we
every
talked
year.
about.
Every year.
So
that's
now
going to
you
save
start to
12
look
years
at the growth.
Just
These
shave
are the
12
results
years worth of
of just a
repayments
few
in their own
strategies.
home. And
Be
this is the
present,
piece,
please.
is that if you want to share your own journey,
These
that's
guys will
fine.
refer to us
If you
by
don't,
another
that's
doctor
fine.
is our client.
The point I want to make
Right?
is this.
Next client,
$32,000
$31,000 a year,
mortgage
14 years saved in
at
mortgage.
cash flow positive.
Right. Cash
per
flow
week.
positive, $200 a week.
86 bucks.
If you
So
look at
before
Dr. Saeed,
Rita and Hamid
again,
were my clients, they
Dr.
only
Saeed
had a
analysis,
2021,
after they become a client, you can
2022.
actually see it.
So what
2019,
we're trying to do here
2020,
is just
2021.
basically
Nothing is rushed.
transform people's
This is the
inefficiencies
positioning.
to efficiency. That's
So,
all that's going on. They have a property now in
and
New
then
South Wales, a property now
we
in
get them
Queensland,
together.
a property now in Victoria.
We are now putting
So
a
we can
conference
take care
together
of this
because some of
conversation called
the
land tax.
when we sit with our
Spanning
doctors
the portfolio
Australia-wide,
across different
there's an
states.
incredible
So land tax
conversation
doesn't
about
get triggered
AI.
soon.
Right.
It's about a great
And
conversation
what I want
about
you to know
what's the
is
nature
that
of
after
our
their
next
accountant
conference.
comes to play,
What are we doing?
$32,000
Bottom
comes
line
back
is
to them every
take
year.
care of the
Every year.
background.
So
Eight
that's
and a-
going to save
8.5
12
years.
Just
right?
shave 12
This
years
is
worth
done
of
when we
repayments
get
in their own
excited
home.
and genuinely
Be
excited
present, please.
about putting in the
Okay?
results.
These guys will refer to
This
us
is Dr.
by
Van.
another doctor. That is
So you
our
start
client.
to see these are just the people that we've been
Next
looking
client.
at over the last 12 months, 18 months.
$31,000
So I want to thank you
a
for
year,
being
14
here.
years saved
I want
in
you to.
mortgage.
I want to thank you for being
Right.
present.
Cash flow
yes,
positive,
we will work with
$200
your
a week.
accountant, with your financial planner,
If you look
whoever
at
it
Dr.
is that you
Saeed,
get in your life,
again,
and I can just keep bringing
Dr. Saeed analysis,
results upon
2021,
results
2022.
of what
So
their strategy is
what
all
we're trying
about.
to do here is just
One of the
basically
things about
transform
Dr. Dav
people's
is in
inefficiencies
6
to
years,
efficiency.
that's
In
all
the
that's 7 years, he purchased
then
7 properties.
we
And
get
I want you
them
to know
together.
those properties We are now putting a
bringing
conference
back
together because
$70,000 a year.
when we sit with
And
our
it's
doctors
cash
Australia
flow
wide,
positive.
there's an
$400
incredible
a week.
conversation about AI.
This is
about to have a
transforming
great conversation
your inefficiencies
about
to
what's the
efficiencies
nature
a
of
long
our
time.
next conference.
So
what are we
his
doing?
house now is
Bottom
paid
line
for.
is take care
That is
of
the
bottom
background.
line.
7
8
years
and a half
later,
years,
his own home is
right?
paid for.
This
We're
is
now
then when
shifting
we get
that reduction to the very first
genuinely
property
excited
investment. And then
about
second property
putting
investment.
in the
His
results.
oldest child
This is
just
Dr. Van.
turned 18.
So you start to see
Game on.
these are just the
Game
people
on.
that we've been looking
So I don't
at
want everybody
over the last
clients.
12 months.
I want
18
those
months.
that
So
want to
I want
prosper.
to thank you for
Understand
being
the
here.
island.
I want you
Understand
to,
where
I
we
want
are.
to thank you for being
I
present.
can give you
Yes, we will work
lots
with your
and
accountant,
lots
with
and
your
lots
financial
of
planner,
results. And if
whoever
you
it
do
is
come
that
to
you
the
get
parties,
in your life,
if
and
you
I
do
can
come
just
to the
keep
dinners,
bringing
you're not only going to
results
network
upon
with some people that are
results
becoming
of
the wealthier doctors of
what their
tomorrow,
strategy is all about.
but you're going to get
One of the
opportunity
things
to see
about
what
Dr.
the
Dad
businesses that
is
are
in 6
developing,
years, he
what the
in
ideas
7
that are
years,
developing.
he
That's what's
purchased
all
7
about.
properties.
Shop
And I want you
within
to know
shop.
those properties. So what we do
Now, bring him
is
back.
if you showed up in our lives,
we're going to
$70,000
put
a
debt
year,
reduction strategies
and it's
around
cash
you,
flow
get
positive,
you out of debt.
$400
If
a
you
week.
can invest first in
This
residential
is
and then commercial
transforming
properties,
your inefficiencies
we can do the
a
whole
long
lot.
time.
The software
So his
is the
house
basis
now
of
is
the
paid
DNA of your prosperity.
That is bottom line.
It is open
7
to you.
years
Please
later,
do share
his
with
own
your
home is paid
accountant,
for.
with your financial
We're
advisor,
now shifting
whoever is in your life.
that reduction
and
to
we're
the
going
very
to
first
keep
property
bringing the
investment.
education.
And
then
taking
second
it
property
where it
investment.
makes it
His oldest
relevant.
child just
just before I
turned
introduce you to
18.
Dominic, I just
Game
want to say
on.
to you that
Game
we
on.
operate
So I don't
with
want
70
banks.
banks.
I want those that
Australia.
want to prosper. Understand
70
the
banks.
island.
If you don't
Understand
have a
where
debt
we are.
reduction right now,
I can
want
give
to
you
get one. Right?
Lots and
Here's
lots
the
of
system
results.
again.
And if you do come to the
And
parties,
you will
if you
not
do come
know,
to the dinners,
you will
you're
not
not only
know
going to network with
that
some people that
one
are becoming
in every
the
3
doctors
doctors
of tomorrow.
do not have
But
an
you're going to
offset
get
account.
I don't
opportunity to
understand
see
that. What the businesses that
one
are developing
in every
what
3
the
doctors
ideas
they
that
get
are developing.
cheaper
That's
interest
what it's all
rates
about. Shop
because they doctors
within shop, but they don't have an
So
offset
what we do
account. They don't
is
understand
if you showed up in
that
our lives,
lines
we're
of
going to
credit
put
are,
debt reduction
it
strategies
is just
around
insane.
you.
Get you
What
out
we
of
need
debt.
to do is to move
If you
you
can
from
invest
good brokers
first in
to
residential
good bank
and then
manager
commercial
to
properties,
excellency.
we can
in
do
your
the
debt
whole
reduction
lot.
strategy.
The software
We want to hear
is
from
the
you.
basis
Look,
of the DNA
we took a
of your
doctor
prosperity.
in the early
It is
January.
open to you.
Right,
Please
just came back
share
from
with your
holidays.
accountant
And
with your
imagine
financial
that he had
advisor,
all this money
whoever is
sitting
in
in
your
his bank
life,
account from
and
his
we're going to
business,
keep bringing the
not
education,
offsetting
taking
anything.
it where it makes it
It is just
relevant. What are you? What are you doing?
Before I introduce you to
It's because he
Dominic,
doesn't know.
I just want to
And
say
if he doesn't know, he
that
can't
we
act.
operate
Right?
with 70
And this is the
banks
results
across
of
Australia.
debt reduction.
Is
70 banks.
driving
If you don't
the
have a
debt
debt reduction
down.
right now,
If you showed up
want
in
to
my
get
life
one,
right now and
right?
you have a debt
Here's
worth
the system
$700,000
again. We want to
and
get that
you
debt
will
out of your life.
not know
Right?
that one
So,
in every 3
without
doctors
Medigrow,
do not
it would
have
take
an offset
13
account.
years to
I
get rid
don't
of the debt.
understand that.
But just implementing the things
One
I
in
showed
every
you
3
is
doctors
down to
they
4
get
years. So
cheaper
that's
interest
11
rates
years off
because they
by
doctors.
simply turning
But they don't
inefficiencies
have
into
an offset
efficiencies.
account. They don't
Right.
understand.
Now you
that lines of
understand,
credit
dear
are,
doctor, right?
My
It is
ads,
just
dear doctor,
insane.
inefficiencies got to go.
What we need to do is to move
we
you
live
from
and
good
breathe
brokers,
this.
from
So
good
if
bank
you research
manager
these two
to
guys, you're going to find out
excellency
there's some of
in
the
your
very
debt
best
reduction
brokers in the
strategy.
country.
We
And they
want to
work
hear
here.
from you.
Of course they do. Look, we
went
took a
and
doctor
headhunted
in
come and
the
work here.
early January.
Right?
Right, just came back from
all
holidays.
about
And
helping
imagine
you to
that he
do
had all
whatever
this
you
money
need to
sitting
do
in his
for you
bank
first,
account from his business.
and then for your
Not
professional
offsetting
life, if
anything.
you want to buy a clinic,
It is
do whatever
just,
you need to do, and then
what
for
are you
your kids.
doing?
Kids are
It's
coming.
because he doesn't know.
And
And
they
if he
are
doesn't know
strategies
strategies that go
that
cross generation.
right?
We
And
just
this
did
is the
a strategy
results
right
of
now for
debt reduction.
parents
Is
because
driving
we have new
the
doctors,
debt down.
new Australians with the
If you
parents
showed
are
up in my
set
life right now and you
There
have a
is
debt
nothing we
worth
have
$700,000,
okay,
we want to get that
Um,
debt out of your
so-
life.
and here is every
So,
single time
without
that we source a
Medigrow,
property for you.
it would take 13
If
years
you
to get rid of
imagine
the
we
debt.
sell
But
property,
just
don't
implementing
become
the
our
things
clients.
I
You
showed
buy
you
them.
is down to 4
So I
years.
want you to
So
understand
that's 11
I
years
have
off
doctors
by
across
simply
Australia
turning
that are
inefficiencies
our
into
clients at
efficiencies.
any given time.
Right.
Together,
Now you
we are buying
understand,
20
dear
to
doctor,
30
right?
houses. My ads. Dear
I'll
doctor,
never sit in a
inefficiencies
position
gotta
where I
go.
don't represent
So
you.
we live
I
and
represent
breathe
your
this.
interest.
So
Every
if you research
single
these two
time
guys,
somebody
you're going to
looks
find
at a
out
property
they're
with
some of
us,
the very
it
best
has
brokers
to
in the
pass
country.
a very
And they
strong
work here.
selection
Of course
criteria.
they do.
Is
I
and
went
which
and
you will
headhunted them
know
to come and work
knowing is the name of the
Right.
game. That's
You will
all
know
about helping you
Like
to do
why?
whatever you need to do.
And then you're going to find that we're going to give you the score. We're going to give you. See, somebody asked me a question a moment ago. Please make some commentaries on how I see. So you see strategies that go across generation.
Integrating.
We just did a
demand
right now for infrastructure and why we have new doctors, new Australians. No way you're going to buy house number 5 if we fail. Nothing we have not seen. Okay? We don't sell them. We buy them and we buy them. So. And Jessica Donald has been working with us for 13 years. She has sourced billions of dollars. We sell real estate, don't become our clients. We buy them. So guys, this starts to give you an integration process. Doctors across Australia that are our clients. If we have together a conference like this where we have 100 people in a position where out of 100 people, 5 represent your interest. We know these are the next 5 wealthy doctors with us, and then what we're going to do is put you together with the other wealthy doctors that we are creating. And what I do is we integrate this. Sam is the guy who coordinates the links between. And then you're going to find that we're going to give you the score. We're going to give you done. See, somebody asked me a question a moment ago. So he manages the team. Please make some commentaries on how I see. So you should see me integrating. I will be available as integrating. So now, what's going to happen now is infrastructure and why we're I want to introduce you to no way you're going to buy house number 5. So Dominic, if we fail, you at house number 4. We call him the Dom. We don't really sell them. It's conversation for me. Dominic, once again, Jessica Donald has been working with us for 13 years. Thank you for giving us your Saturday billions of dollars in real estate. Thank you for the results you're causing for our doctors. So guys, this starts to give you an integration process. And I really am looking forward. You always get so many. If we have things that come from you, a conference like this, in putting this together, 100 people. So guys, out of 100 people, here right 5 is to say to you that we know Dominic has doctors as clients, and some of these doctors have become you together with the other wealthy in their own rights. And what I do is we integrate this. Sam is the guy who coordinates the links between if all you want to do and everything you pay your house off, to get it done. Welcome to simply get it done. All we want to do is to know what's possible, what AI is going to bring, what's happening now. And I will so Dominic Nathan now is going to so now what's going to happen now is this. So you can I want to introduce run the slides. I'm going to stop sharing here now. So Dominic is and sir, thank you so much. And I'm handing the presentation over to you. It's a conversation for me. Dominic, once again, thank you for being here this morning, brother. Thank you for giving us your Saturday come to. And thank you for the results you're causing for our doctors across Australia. And I really am looking forward. You always get so many sharp things that come from you, right, in putting this together. So guys, what I want to do here right now is to say to you that Dominic has doctors as clients, and some of these doctors have become entrepreneurs in their own rights. And we are creating more and more of that acumen for the doctor medical community. No, but you're in Melbourne. I'm in Queensland, man. It's to pay your house off. Can you see it now? If all you want to do is to know what's possible, what AI is going to bring, what's happening now, right? So Dominic Nathan now is going to transfer it to you so you can run the slides. I'm going to stop sharing here now. And sir, thank you so much. And I'm handing the presentation over to you now.